ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Namaste. Wonderful. There is a beautiful saying, quote, success without integrity is failure. Now, the success will give you happiness for the outside world, but integrity will give you a kind of a bliss for the inside world. So we are going to talk about the subject of the integrity. It's a beautiful word. When you say integrity, in Sanskrit there is a word called arjavam. When I say arjavam, that means straightforwardness. One is, the thoughts, the words and the action must be in the same alignment. In other words, we say, straightforwardness. So that is why when we talk about the Arjuna, it is derived from the Arjavam. That means, the man who is able to think, talk and act in the same word, that is the Arjavam or the integrity. Now, see, all of us got the information, knowledge and wisdom. So whatever I am giving you is only the information. Now you have to convert it as a knowledge. And then the application of the knowledge will make it as a wisdom. Now, wisdom is knowing to take the right path. Think. Wisdom is knowing the right path to take. Whereas integrity is taking it. I know there is a signpost. That is not enough. I must walk to the destination. So you have to understand, yes, all of us have got the wisdom. But unfortunately, only very few people got the integrity. Hope I am making it clear. Okay, there are so many wise people, but unfortunately, they lack the integrity. Okay, let us talk about what is the integrity. So when you say integrity, choosing your thoughts and action based on the values rather than the personal gain. Now let me explain to you. For example, I know by telling a lie, so I'll get a lot of benefits. Okay, now I can cheat the outside world, but can I cheat myself? It is impossible. Okay, now when you say that, when you talk about the integrity, choosing your thoughts, words and action based on the values rather than my personal gain. A value is a value for me only when the value is valuable to me. Suppose when I say that the value is good for somebody else, not for me, it is not a value. Of course it's a value, but it is not useful for me. Okay, so now when I talk about this integrity is telling myself the truth. And honesty is telling the truth to other people. Very subtle, but very profound. That is very subtle, but very profound. Makes a lot of difference. And I am very honest. So I am telling the other people. to prove that I am honest. But I may be honest to the other people, but I may lack the integrity. That means you will have the success for the outside world, but you will be having a miserable feeling if you don't have the integrity. So I am doing it slowly because you have to sink into your subconscious. So nobody can check. There is no instrument. Okay, that is one. Now, see, there's a beautiful saying that trust is more important than the love. Okay, now when I say the value of the trust is a byproduct of the integrity. Suppose if I have got the integrity, now I am able to trust myself first, and so that the others can also trust me. Now, suppose I got the integrity, the other people are not able to trust me. It is fine. If you have it both, it is fantastic. So the whole idea you have to understand that to have the value of integrity is not for others, for me, for my own happiness. Okay, not for only for others. Now the entire world will tell you that okay, I am successful, but suppose I don't have the integrity, so I will consider as a failure. Why? I will have a kind of a reputation, but not the character. So when I say reputation, what others think about myself? When I say character, what I think about myself. So I can cheat the entire world, but I cannot cheat myself. Okay. Now let me tell you, it's a beautiful, the statement by Warren Buffett. It's a very successful man. Okay. He says, when you are hiring the people for the organization, look for three qualities. Three qualities. One is the integrity, the intelligence, and the energy. Just think, now you have a person with a kind of a integrity. Now you cannot measure it. It cannot be measured. That means when he says that the integrity, intelligence, and the energy, see, all the three of them are equally important. Now what is more important is the integrity. That's why he says, that okay, if you don't have the first one, and the other two will kill you. It's a very beautiful statement. Now, one has to understand the value of the integrity to follow, not for somebody else. Don't make a mistake. You are not doing for the somebody else, because I want to be happy. For that, my thoughts, my words, and deeds must be in the same alignment. The arjavam. Home is the extension of the society. Now, I always used to tell people, suppose if somebody is not very good in the home, so he will only extend the unhappiness to the organization. Now, the most important thing for us to understand also, yes, life is one indivisible whole. Okay, I cannot be a different person in a different situation. Why? Because if I have the integrity, so I will not definitely have a different, the mask. There will be only so many masks. Okay, now what you have to understand, yes, the point I am only trying to drive home is that, okay, to have a kind of the integrity, not for somebody else. I am very selfish. Okay, now I want to be happy. The bottom line of my life is only happiness. When I say happiness, okay, fine, it comes, stays, and goes. Depends upon so many situations. Suppose we have the kind of the integrity, this happiness will be converted into the bliss. You will always be happy. Why? No, you are not cheating yourself. The others will be thinking that you have cheated them. No, you are able to understand. Okay, the tyrant within you will kill you if you don't have the integrity. Okay, now I just want to share one of my experience. When we started this weighing machine, 1986, even to get one order is very difficult. Okay, now one of my friends wanted to meet me, so I got a message from my executive. He said, "We may get the order if you are able to come along with me and meet this gentleman." Then I said, "Fine. See, I am the CEO. Okay, now I am the watchman of the organization. I have the obligation to meet the customer. So I used to enjoy it." So I went along with the executive and met this man. I know him for a long time. So he got a lot of mutual regards. Then he just told me, "Mr. Chandran, everything is fine. So I don't want to negotiate the price and other thing also. If possible, why don't you give the delivery little earlier?" Then I told to my friend, "Yes, maybe, yes, we'll try." Then he said, "Look, I want to talk to you on one-to-one." Then I asked him, "Is it for business or the personal?" Then it is only the business. He wanted my executive to wait outside. Then I told him, if it is a professional, okay, then let him be here. Then he was not very comfortable. Okay, then I was very firm. So if it is a professional, so even the executive is a part of the organization as much as a managing director. Then finally I just told him, say, "Look, Mr. Chandran, can you make a small adjustment, tire weight?" Then immediately I just told him, I just smiled. I never got angry. Okay, I was just smiling. Then he felt, there is something wrong in his question. He said, "Only 3 people will know. That is, myself, you, and your executive. Nobody else will know. Okay, so why don't you do that? So you take the order." Then I said, if the entire world is not aware of this, if I know it, then my life will be very miserable. So that is enough for me because I know it. Okay, then he doesn't know what to do. He was feeling quite embarrassed. Then I just told him, "Look, my dear friend, I don't mind losing the order, but I shall not do it. But I will be happy that I get the order because you are also a good friend of mine. So the integrity will always pay in the long run." And then he was able to use the same word, "Hats off to you, Mr. Chandran." He said, "Hats off to Mr. Chandran." So you can take the order. Now, why I am trying to say this example, integrity may not pay immediately, but in the long run, it pays. Now, all my friends who are listening to me, then you have to think, reflect, assimilate. Okay, it's not easy. Okay, you have to really practice. There must be a gap between the thought and the deeds. But you have to really reduce, not widen. So I'm sure that all of you will do it also. Okay, take care. All the best. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.